The Lions of North Alabama are next on our list, coming off of a 12-18 season, 8-8 in ASUN play. They bring back 3 of the top 5 scorers, all 3 of the top rebounders. But it is a new era of Lions basketball. A brand new head coach and Candy Whitaker, first season leading the way for this Lions program. And with that, we welcome you in. Candy Whitaker here with us alongside Alyssa Clutter and Sarah Wolgamuth. Coach, year 1 for you with this program. What's this offseason in transition been like?
Well, it's been great. I think the Florence community is a great place to live. They've been very welcoming and very friendly. The athletic department, led by Dr. Looney's, just been fantastic with the transition to North Alabama. And our players, I couldn't say enough great things about the players that I inherited, just how welcoming they've been and how hardworking.
What drew you to this opportunity?
I'm sorry?
What drew you to this opportunity?
Well, I worked with Dr. Looney before at Missouri Western, and he and his wife Jenna had loved living there and thought it was a great place for their family, and had really spoke highly of the Florence area. And when the job came open, I took a look and loved what I saw. I felt like it was a place that we could win, but also a place that our family would really enjoy.
What's the vision, the culture that you're trying to build at North Alabama?
Well, we're going to have great young women, right, that represent the university well on and off the court. We're going to compete at a high level. Everything we do, we want to be competitive. We want to try to win every possession we can, and it's part of the process of creating that winning environment within our program.
You have a couple of your stand-up players alongside you. Let's start with Alyssa. What have been your impressions of her so far?
Well, I don't think there is a better motor than this child right here. She is so fast, goes so hard, and really is a special first step. Her motor is tremendous. So Alyssa's someone who's going to get a lot of hustle plays, going to track down rebounds, going to get to the rim, going to get out in transition, and really sets the tone for us in a lot of ways.
Alyssa, where does that motor come from?
I would say I have a pretty athletic family, but a lot of it is just trying to work hard and be the best I can when I'm on the court.
Looking at your numbers last season, really a breakout year for you. You shot over 50% from the field. What kind of confidence were you able to build last year as you made your way into the offseason?
I would say definitely a primary focus of mine was to get a lot of reps shooting. I've definitely tried to expand my range with shooting, and a lot of that just comes with repetition. So really been focusing on that.
Coach Sarah, the other player with you today, what have you seen from her so far?
Tough. She's so tough, and high IQ. Sarah, again, is a great leader for us, another high motor kid. I've not had to coach effort one day in practice, and a lot it's because these two really lead the way and set the tone. But Sarah's someone who's caught on to my system very quickly, directing traffic, but plays through bumps and bruises and aches and pains, and and wants to win and wants to compete, and you can see that every day in practice and how she works.
Sarah, Coach just mentioned some of that leadership that you bring. You're a grad student now, 3rd year at North Alabama. How do you view your leadership skills and maybe how they've grown over the years?
I think a big key is learning how to interact with different players. Everybody's different. Everybody gets motivated in different ways, and I think just learning how to connect with them, and that's getting chemistry with them in the off season and in the summer, is really important, and I think that helps on the court with just getting everyone together as a group.
It's year 1 for you, Coach, but as we showed before, you guys bring back a lot of pieces from last year's team. How has that level of familiarity within the players helped in your transition into the new system?
Well, I think it's helped a ton to me, because they can help me with the league, and they have, again, just embraced us. A whole new system, though. So much to learn, really, on both sides, but they've been eager to do that. I have zero complaints with their effort, their attitude, really, and we've had a great time together off the floor, too. I think they just have great personalities, and we've enjoyed our time.
Alyssa, Coach just mentioned a brand new system this year, of course, first year for her. For those North Alabama fans out there wanting to know what style of basketball to expect to see, what should they be looking out for this year?
I just think it's a different level of competition. We are a very competitive team. She is a very competitive person. She likes that. I think we're going to get out and transition. We definitely have a new system. We're taking a lot of different shots this year, kind of playing to our strengths, so I think that'll really benefit us.
Individually, where have you tried to improve this offseason?
I think definitely the mid-range is something that has been opened up to me for a little bit more, and like a set three, so I've really been trying to focus on that and my set shots.
Sarah, how about yourself? What areas have you tried to grow from last season?
Definitely learning the new system, transitioning into completely new things, and also just being more consistent from scoring and passing and just leading it whole.
You have two talented players alongside you, but you have a deep team. Who are some other players who stand out to you?
Well, last year I thought Tweety had such a great freshman year, so I'm excited to see her play. We have inside players with Cameron Jones and India Howard that are returning, that have seen ASUN competition, and they'll both get a lot of minutes inside. We added some new players to the mix. I think Charity Gallegos is someone to keep an eye on. She has the really ability to score the basketball at all three levels. But I think our team's unique in that I think every night it could be someone different. I don't think we're just going to rely on one or two. I think we have the ability to really share the load and the workload.
You'll take on 4 teams that made the NCAA tournament last year, 3 of them in the non-conference. What do you hope that your team takes from the non-conference this season?
Well, every day for us is just trying to get better, and that will not stop once we start playing games. So your non-conference schedule is supposed to test you. It's supposed to give you confidence. It's supposed to, teach you where you have some deficiencies, and ours will do that.
Alyssa, what are the goals for you this season as veteran on this team?
I think I definitely want to return some of those same numbers, especially my rebounding. A lot of it will come from hustle plays and stuff like that. A lot of transition opportunities I expect as well. But just continue to make those same plays. I also want to have a pretty impactful defensive aspect to our game.
Sarah, how about yourself? What are your goals and aspirations for the upcoming season?
Definitely defensively, just getting in people's faces and making it hard for them. And also just as a team, I think we can do a really great job of competing with others and getting more wins on the board and having fun doing it.
Coach, what are some of the maybe team building things that you've done over the off season to get to know some of these players a little bit better?
Well, this summer we played some pickleball and some pink volleyball, and I don't know, what else did we do? They're fun. I mean, if I just have them at my house and provide food, they usually bring the games and the fun. So it's actually the only group I've ever coached that I didn't have to manufacture the fun. So they get along great. They have great personalities. They want to have a good time. They share their personalities, with each other in group settings. Great teammates. I mean, I've loved coaching them so far. With recruiting, they've been at my house some, and again, just been fantastic, really, in all areas.
Okay, well, stars on the court, maybe stars in the pickleball court as well. Is that something that we could see one day?
Sarah, did you
Sarah's
run?
the best.
And then EK, we're give a shout out to EK. She shoots the 3 and kills it on the pickleball court. And Chloe, she's like a backboard. Yeah.
There you go, a lot of talented multi-sport athletes, basketball and pickleball on this North Alabama roster. Coach, Alyssa, Sarah, best of luck this season. Thank you for your time today, and safe travels back to North Alabama.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll have the North